year, guys, we owe it to ourselves to make anything that is needed to make 2021 the best year possible. So let's do it. I really hope you are with me. Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Ananya Shetty and welcome back to my channel to help you create the life that you want and to become the best version of yourself. New Year is nearing and it's always a good idea to check all that happened last year and move on with a fresh start for the new year. Well, while New Year is known for planning, goal setting, resolution, building a new habit, additionally, I also have a ritual of cleaning and decluttering every single year, and trust me, it's absolutely therapeutic. If you've tried deep cleaning and decluttering earlier, you will by now know how refreshing it feels post the activity. I managed to take away the stuff that I no longer use or enjoy, and it in turn makes me feel a lot more calmer and peaceful. Honestly, it feels like a burden from my shoulder just dropped off. In short, it feels amazing and I wouldn't want to let go of this feeling for anything in the world, especially during New Year's. So as a part of my annual ritual of cleaning and decluttering my space, I thought I might as well take you through the process. So today I'm going to talk about 7-day decluttering and cleaning challenge for New Year. Let's get started. The basic formula for decluttering is every time you come across a thing or an item, you just pick that thing up and ask yourself, does this thing bring me joy? If the answer is yes, then you keep it. And if the answer is no, you either pass it on to someone who would be really happy to have it, or you could donate it, or you could reuse or repurpose it, and in case it doesn't fit all the 3 possibilities, then you finally discard it. This is one formula that I followed for all the 7 days of my challenge, and it really works and it makes the process a lot more easier. Every time when I clear a section of my home, I divided it into 3 parts. 1, the things that are going to stay. 2, the things that are going to be donated or passed on to someone, and 3, the things that are going to be discarded. So without any further ado, let's get started. Day 1 is wardrobe. Well, I have a disclaimer to make. I am not somebody with too many clothes. I actually get DMs and comments on my Instagram page or even on my YouTube saying how much do I spend on my wardrobe. Well, the truth of the matter is that I am an image coach, and because I am an image coach, I know how to repeat clothes creatively and still create different looks out of it. Having said that, my husband is not a minimalist. He manages to hold a lot of clothes, which is why we also manage to discard and declutter a good chunk of clothes from his wardrobe. Day 2 are skincare products, makeup and accessories. Well, there isn't much that I hoard, but then I did have to reorganize all my stuffs because they get really messy. Every week I need to put them out for my videos, and with my schedule and my son around, there are days that they don't go back to their respective places, and post cleaning, this is how my dresser looks. Day 3, study. When this is my favorite place in the entire house, this is also one of the places that keeps getting messier, and I keep cleaning every week, sometimes multiple times during the week, and somehow manages to get messy in spite of that. I end up collecting a lot of stationeries, books, diaries, and it's important that my study undergoes a makeover. Anything new makes me feel good, and the new look to my study does the job perfectly. Day 4, my kitchen. Now, kitchen for me did take a lot of time. I sometimes end up having stuffs in my pantry and I totally forget about its existence. And cleaning routine like this is a huge discovery of such ingredients. Unfortunately, some would be expired or stale and not be in a usable condition anymore. I also clean the space, refill the bottles and discarded the ones which are not good to use. This activity also helped me take note of the things to buy for my next grocery shopping. Day 5, the entire house. The dusting of the surfaces, clearing the drawers, dining table, walls in case there are cobwebs. Fans also accumulate enough dust. In fact, the art pieces, the planters, your fruit bowl or even the wall clock, all of these need to be cleaned. Doing this will make your space look absolutely spick and span. Day 6 is digital decluttering. My desktop is so cluttered that I am not able to see the Mirosum logo in the background. Well, I have to admit, while I couldn't rearrange all the stuffs, what I could do was to give a structure to my digital organization. I tried making folders and renaming them so that I know how and where to search for the things I need. I cleared my inbox, unsubscribed to the newsletters and advertisements that I no longer open, and put all the pictures in a different folder and rename them as well. A lot of my space in laptop is taken from my YouTube raw files, which I transferred to my hard disk. I know for a fact that it will take a couple of hours for me to rearrange my hard disk, but for now they're all sorted there. I tried doing this entire process with my phone as well. My phone is an absolute mess. There are times I want a few things and I never manage to get it when I need it. So my phone also went through a proper digital decluttering. In spite of doing all of it, I still deep down believe that probably it will take another entire day for me to go through. For example, there are a lot of pictures in duplication. So if I have to delete all the pictures in duplication and actually segregate it probably event-wise or date-wise, then it is going to be a task. However, this is a process that I am going to keep for 2021 and did how much ever I could for day 6. Day 7 is for self-decluttering. Thoughts that no longer serve the purpose, memories that do not uplift me and people who pull me down. Day 7 is to declutter all of them. Day 7 is more of a self-reflection for me. I look into myself deep down and see what are my limiting beliefs. Anything close to toxic is supposed to be decluttered. Obviously, this cannot happen in a day. Nothing changes overnight. However, we have to start somewhere and this is a great place to begin. Having the awareness about how your mind works, how you feed your thoughts, how people around you influence is the first step towards making progress, and day 7 just does the job. So well guys, this was my 7-day reset challenge. I do understand probably when you look at it, you would feel that there's a lot of work and too much to do. However, trust me, it is worth the time and the effort. It feels amazing and we all deserve to feel that liberating. It's New Year guys, we owe it to ourselves to make anything that is needed to make 2021 the best year possible. So let's do it. I really hope you are with me. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.